So Jessica, we've been on this journey as a church, finding new ways of how we can reach into our community. With it being such a diverse community, we dove into this new ESL program as of this past fall. Mm-hmm. So we've just launched a new semester this past week. Would you say that our first term was a successful one? What are your thoughts on how we've started this program?
So we didn't really know what to expect first. We didn't know if we were going to be planning for 30 students or for 10 students. I think number-wise, our program was successful last semester. We started with 25 students, and then by the end of the 10 weeks, we had 15 approximately, like every single class. Yeah. So I think that in that sense it was successful, but I also think that relationship-wise it was successful because we were able to get to know the students a little better and be able to kind of like make that connection with the community. They were feeling comfortable to come into the church building, which is huge for some of them. There's a lot of different cultures.
Jessica, can you explain the approach that we've taken with this ESL class? Some churches do Bible study, others do just conversation. Just explain what it is that someone might see if they were to stop into our class on a Tuesday or a Thursday.
Sure. So we kind of flopped this idea around a little bit. We weren't sure if we should do Bible-focused classes. In the past, we've done conversational English. I wasn't around then, but this time we decided to do instructional English. A lot of the families in the area are coming from other countries, and English is not their first language. So their main need to find a job, to help their kids in school, to buy groceries is they need English. So we decided that we want to meet that need. We wanted to see how we could reach the community without them feeling like we are pushing things on them. So I think that this approach is less intimidating for people in the community, especially when they're not from a Christian background. A lot of our students have Catholic, or so we have some Punjabi students, some Buddhist students. So I think that the fact that they're welcome, like we're welcoming them in and they feel comfortable with that is really neat, and we're able to just teach them English, and that's what they're here for.
So relational ministry you mentioned, what does that look like from week to week?
So from week to week, basically Tuesdays and Thursdays from 6 till 8 is our class time. In the middle of the class, we have a 15 to 20 minute break. This is the time where we can have like personal conversations with the students. So finding out about their family, or what brought them to Canada, like where their family is right now, why they want to take the classes, all these kind of things we can find out during that break time. In the classroom, it's a little bit different because it's more instructional, but we're still able to help like flourish that relationship because we're encouraging them in their English so they feel more comfortable. It's
for sure.
It's more of a non-verbal kind of relationship then. Each type of volunteer, I think, has a different role in the relationship building as well. For instance, we have volunteers who are greeters. So as soon as the students come in through the doors, they are being greeted by wonderful ladies that we have volunteering. And if there's any men out there who want to volunteer, we need them. So just a plug. We also have hospitality. So the hospitality volunteers, they have that 15 to 20 minutes to build the relationship, get to know what their names are, different things like that, and they're providing snacks at the same time. This relationship can be as in-depth or surface level as they want it. The more you volunteer, obviously, the more you're going to get to know the students. Helpers and teachers are going to have probably the best relationship with the students because they're not only with them for the 15 to 20 minutes, but they're with them for the whole 2 hours. And that's every Tuesday or every Thursday. So the more you help out, the more relationship obviously you're going to build with the students.
Okay, so Jess, as we move forward, how would you suggest that the church can help better this ministry?
It may seem intimidating, so that's something that we need to kind of like get past, I think. For volunteers, it's not actually as scary as it looks on the outside. As a church, obviously prayer is something that's going to be crucial. Because this isn't your typical church ministry, it's going to need a lot of prayer. Like, we need to pray that the right volunteers are coming, pray that we have enough volunteers, pray that the relationships that we make are like good relationships, like healthy relationships, and we're able to kind of welcome more people into the church without being too like daunting, this big building, but we're just people the same as they are. Our vision as a church is to be relational and diverse and reach out to children, youth, and young families. What better way to reach out to the young families in our community than to teach them practical ways to help their children and their youth with homework, with grocery shopping, with finding a job. All these things are so vital to life in Canada and to finding ways to improve their lives. I think as a church, if we pray into this ministry and pray for wisdom and direction, it'll help so much, because we as a team need wisdom in this area, because it is a new ministry, and even just wisdom in conversation.